to Jacket Talk on LEB TV.
Welcome to Buzzcuts in downtown Lebanon for Jacket Talk. It is brought to you in part today by Jacket Nation Sports, also by Mid-Missouri Bank, by Mercy, and by Ginger Wellness. We're here at Buzzcuts in downtown Lebanon. I'm Kevin Stubblefield, joined by Lebanon bowling coach Randy Roark. As the Lebanon bowlers are pretty much right in the middle of the season, you start early during the wintertime, and you go all the way through the end of the school schedule, don't you?
Yeah, it's a long season, but I guess they try to work around spring break, and they try to make sure, I guess there's no interference in the meets, so they work around everybody's schedule.
Right. How many matches do you get during the course of a week normally?
Yeah, they're kind of scattered out. We have 8 events throughout the year. We'll go 3 in Springfield, 1 in Nixa, then you repeat it a second time. So we have 8 events and then the state tournament. If you place in the top 5, you make the state tournament.
How competitive has your group been so far this season?
Well, we've been pretty competitive. We were, until I guess the last 3 weeks, we've kind of taken it on the chin a little bit. We were tied for second, and now last week wasn't the best week, and we're in 6th place right now. So we've got to make up. Well, 2 weeks left. We've got to pick it up and get to that 5th spot to get to state.
As far as bowling is concerned, there's not necessarily a league or a conference that you participate in. It's just kind of a group of schools of similar enrollment, sounds like.
Yeah, it's all big schools. There's 10 schools, and you just compete. Well, I guess each competition will bowl 2 games head up with them, our 5 against their 5 complete games, and then the last 3 games are considered a baker, where you'll bowl 2 frames out of the game, and with the 5 bowlers, I'm not good at explaining it. First bowler will bowl like the 1st and the 6th frame, 2nd and 7th. So if you can, and each game's worth 5 points. It's weird. It's not a total pins. It's each individual game, and at the end you just add up your points, and that's what you get for the night. Most of the schools are our size. Most of them are in the COC.
Who's the best, toughest matchup?
Nixa. You don't want to go against Nixa. They'll average 230 for their whole team. Their JVs will average over 200. I mean, they've got a mess of good bowlers. Republic's good as well. They average over 200 for a team.
And this is a co-ed sport, so you have the guys and the girls also.
Yep. Yeah, it's you pick your best 5, and they'll go on varsity, and your next 5 will go on JV. We've got 2 JV teams, so us and Nixa both have 2 JV teams.
So, Randy, how do you organize practice to determine who slots where? Is this kind of like wrestling? Do you have bowl-offs, kind of like wrestle-offs?
Yeah, kind of. Well, we practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so kind of see who's hot, I guess. We've had some bowlers that maybe their average isn't as high, but are hitting some good games during the week. So, on Thursday, we'll go Tuesdays and Thursdays. If Thursdays they're on Fridays, they'll bump up, and hopefully they stay hot. It's a little different. It's kind of who's hot, I guess, if you want to move one up.
Well, let's run over your participants, both the guys and the gals.
All right. Our varsity this year, 4 seniors on it. Cameron Myers, he's for averages for the year, he's been our best bowler. Kenneth Lucas, he's another senior. Isaac Hillhouse, he came from baseball. He come over and said he wasn't going to play this year, and asked if he could bowl, and he bowled a 243 at our last event. That's a heck of a game. Vance McLean, he's another senior. Kylie Eisman, those are our 5 seniors. Then we got some juniors. Colin Alford, when he's on, he throws that ball hard. It sounds like dynamite when he hits the pins, but when he's on, He puts up some high numbers. Hunter Fuhr, another junior. Becca Buchanan, another junior on the team. Ethan Mado, another junior. Stephen Fries, another junior. Our sophomores, Braylon Simon, Austin Baker. And then we've got a few freshmen. Got one up on varsity, Gavin Baker. He started out the year, probably averaged 100, and now his average is 171, so he's picked it up. Josiah Phipps, another, him and Kevin Smith, they're two other freshmen. They were averaging in the 40s during preseason. Now Kevin's 123 and Josiah's 130. Josiah's hit 4 or 5 200 games at practice, so
drastic improvement.
Yeah, he's coming around. Evelyn Montano, she's the last freshman.
Bowling is it's a great sport. I mean, it's one of those lifetime activities that you can take up and carry on through, and it gives those that maybe not participating in a spring sport another avenue of being involved in extracurricular activities, and that's what it's all about at the high school level, isn't it?
Absolutely, just getting them involved in something. If your grades get bad and you don't have a coach harping at you all the time to get your grades up, sometimes some of those kids can fall through the cracks. So at least, at this one, they do grade checks every 4 weeks. So if you drop below a 2 point, it's not like Misha where if you pass everything, but you can fail one class. And this one, in this league, you have to have a grade point average of 2.0 or higher. So you have to average C's. So we've lost some this year at certain times that the grade point averages dropped into the ones, and I just stay on them, try to get those grades up. We've lost 3 kids to grades at 1 point during the year. It's a little different. So I don't know. It's having another person to stay on you about your grades is pretty important.
Mm-hmm. Where does your squad go from here now? What's coming up on your schedule?
Well, we've got 2 events left. On the 25th of April, we'll go to Century Lanes in Nixa. And then on the 29th, we'll go to Enterprise Lanes in Springfield. And then if we can pick up the points and move up to 5th, then on May 24th, that's when state is in St. Peter's. If we can move up one spot, we could qualify for state.
Utilize the local bowling facility for practice?
Yep. Yeah. Troy out at Bowmore Lanes lets the kids bowl for free. He does a lot of things. He's brought in some pros. He let our kids, I think it was $50 to get to spend the afternoon with the pros, and some of them that couldn't afford it, he let just come in, and maybe it's, if you want extra games, he would let them wipe the tables down or sweep the floor or something to get extra games during the week. And, he's great with the kids, and Felicity, kids all like her. She's kind of his manager out there. And I don't know, they love those two.
Very good. Coach, anything else you want to add about this season and your squad?
Well, if you come watch, it's packed. It's probably more intense than any other sport. I mean, the parents are right there on you. They're 10 feet away, and you can't move. There's so many people at the bowling alleys. It's pretty exciting. This week, some teams are getting hot, and you finish up with the Baker games, and man, it was loud. If you ever watch any bowling on TV, it's a heck of a lot more intense than any of that. It's kind of like Kingpin when you watch the movie. I mean, it gets pretty intense when teams get hot and throwing some strikes. Boy, they get loud, and Nixa has chants every time they get a spare or strike, and it gets loud in there. It's pretty exciting.
No doubt. Coach, appreciate it. Thanks for the visit, and best of luck to the Bowling Jackets as you go forward in 2025.
Gotcha. I appreciate it.
It's Coach Randy Roark joining us today on Jacket Talk, brought to you by Mid-Missouri Bank, by Mercy, Ginger Wellness, and by Jacket Nation Sports. Thanks for joining us today from Buzzcuts in downtown Lebanon. We'll have another edition coming up next week.
My name is Jaysha Connor, owner and nurse practitioner here at Ginger Wellness. I believe that sometimes healthcare does too much, and I believe that's where wellness centers can really bridge that gap and really give people some confidence in natural ways, healthier ways, to really improve quality of life and to get healthy.
We want to feel better and live better lives. It's not about quantity, it's a lot about quality of your life.
Ginger Wellness is where I went to get my quality of life back.
I'm Monty Hayes, Community President at Mid-Missouri Bank in Lebanon. We have the best products and services with friendly faces you know as your neighbors. Our financial experts and community leaders live, work, and play where you do. In a world that is constantly changing, we have the technology and security to allow you to bank from anywhere. Our lobby and drive-thru is open 6 days a week at 278 North Jefferson, or visit us online at openaccounts.midmobank.com.
Welcome to Jacket Talk on LEB TV.